The CrestView Police Department will soon be moving into the recently renovated building at the corner of Industrial Drive and Stillwell Boulevard. The building, purchased last year by the city, years ago served as a warehouse and, more recently, the location for the sanctuary and classrooms for City Church. The CrestView City Council voted 4-1 Monday night to name the building after the Honorable George H. Whitehurst, and the spacious auditorium inside the building, Warrior Hall, in honor of the men and women, both military and law enforcement, that have paid the ultimate sacrifice for their country. Councilwoman Linda Parker vehemently opposed the name change and was the lone dissenting vote. You can watch the entire discussion of the building's naming, in addition to all of the City Council meeting by agenda item, and the workshop that preceded the council meeting this week on the Cvctv community channel.
Pleasure to introduce our guest.
Florida Governor Charlie Crist today announced the appointment of Ed Spooner as interim sheriff of Okaloosa County. Spooner had been serving as acting interim sheriff following the indictment and suspension of Charlie Morris last February. Spooner, 58, of Quincy, was previously the Training Academy Director for the Florida Department of Law Enforcement. Prior to that, he served for 6 years as the Chief Deputy of the Gadsden County Sheriff's Office.
The remainder of the term and allow us to finish what we've started. This is a good group of folks, a great community. Sheriff's Office employees are 100%. This will allow us to go forward and hopefully do some better things and finish some projects we've started. I'm pleased and honored he put me there. I think we set the tone for where we were headed from the beginning, and that is integrity is one of our utmost concerns. And we've got a lot of folks of great integrity in the Sheriff's Office. We've addressed some of the concerns we had. We've made some changes in personnel and addressed some of those. We will be working on some additional issues. We now have the budget coming up. We're still trying to recover from the loss of two very fine deputies, Bert Lopez and Skip York. But I think you'll see us continue to move forward with the programs that we'd already initiated and started. Now, we'll look at all of our assignments and where we are. We're still evaluating that situation and trying to analyze and determine what exactly took place, how we might improve, adjust, or make changes, if any. But I think you'll see us over the next 4, 5, 6 weeks come to some conclusions and decide where we need to go. Well, we've reassigned and moved some folks, but generally what we're trying to do is address some budget issues. We've actually put on a hiring freeze, and any moves we make now are internal staff. We'll be talking to the members about that a little bit later on and trying to address some of the fiscal concerns that come with some of this. They're a great department. I'll tell you what, they've done everything I've asked them to do. They've been where they need to be doing, what they should be doing. Tremendous group. They've made this a whole lot easier than it could have been. I couldn't ask for any more out of them. Great group.
CrestView Police Chief Brian Mitchell served as the police chief in Havana, Florida, located in Gadsden County, and he came to know Spooner well.
Well, our history goes back when I was employed with the city of Havana over in Gadsden County, and we worked hand in hand there, and he was professional there, and I expect him to bring that same work ethic here in Okaloosa County, and we're going to be more than glad to help him assimilate into our community here and work hand in hand with the Sheriff's Office as we always have done. And we're just proud to have him and support him in any way we possibly can.
The official announcement of Spooner's appointment came during the annual Law Enforcement Appreciation Luncheon held Friday at the Niceville Community Center. A Laurel Hill woman died Thursday from injuries that she sustained in a traffic crash early Tuesday morning. Young Vandrasek was pronounced dead at Sacred Heart Hospital at 1:15 Thursday afternoon. According to a Florida Highway Patrol media release, Young was traveling east on Bill Lundy Road around 4:30 Tuesday morning. When she reached the intersection of Bill Lundy and State Road 85, Young failed to stop. She entered State Road 85 directly into the path of this southbound UPS tractor trailer driven by Philip Altazar of Navarre. Altazar was unable to avoid colliding with Young's 2006 Hyundai SUV. The collision caused the Young's vehicle to spin several times before colliding with a utility pole and then coming to rest in the drainage ditch along the southeast corner of State Road 85 and the Bill Lundy Road intersection. Young was transported by Okaloosa County EMS from the scene to the North Okaloosa Medical Center and later transferred to Sacred Heart Hospital's Trauma Center, where she died. It was a bittersweet goodbye for many Lance Richburg Middle School faculty members and past students Thursday at an open house to celebrate the school's historic legacy before moving into their new facility in the fall. Interviews with many of the teachers and past students that came to say goodbye this weekend on the Cvctv Community Channel. Also on the Community Channel, members of the First Baptist Church of CrestView and the community presented the Honorable Judge and General Pat Maney a very special commemorative flag during this year's patriotic ceremony at CrestView Baptist Church that was held this past Wednesday night. That entire patriotic ceremony can be watched this weekend on the Cvctv Community Channel. The CrestView Area Chamber of Commerce is organizing a committee to assist the U.S. government in gathering information for the 2010 nationwide census. That story today on the Cvctv local news channel. More than 400 law enforcement and emergency vehicles escorted Okaloosa Deputy Burton Lopez from CrestView to his final resting place in Niceville last Thursday. Video of that procession airing now on the local news channel. Representatives from the U.S. Air Force held a public hearing recently at CrestView High School to provide information to the local community about probable impacts to Okaloosa County as a result of the upcoming arrival of the new F-35 Joint Strike Fighter and the U.S. Army 7th Special Forces. Video and interviews from that event today on the local news channel. On the Cvctv Community Channel, one local 7-year-old was awarded a brand new laptop for her efforts to give back to the community. That story today on the Cvctv Community Channel. Also on the Community Channel, highlights from this year's Old Spanish Trail Festival, including Saturday's entertainment, plus an exclusive interview with the Old Spanish Trail Festival Treasure Hunt winner. On the Cvctv Education Channel, Bob Sykes Elementary students spent last week exploring outer space with a walk on the moon and building their own lunar landing modules. Those videos today on the Cvctv Education Channel. On the Cvctv Sports Channel, more than 30 minutes of highlights from the exciting semi-regional playoff game between the Baker Lady Gators and the Cottondale Raiders. Folks, that's why I keep telling you, if it's happening in North Okaloosa County, then most likely you will see and hear it first on CrestView Community Television, North Okaloosa County's #1 source for local news and